Elden Ring. I should have made that my title. Actually, I'm gonna make that my title now. I'm stealing that. That's my original idea, by the way.
Huh. Neat.
Oh, sacre bleu. At least I got further. Because I don't like Cajun, I must not live in Louisiana. Yep. That's like some sound logic. Now they know I don't live in Louisiana. Now I'm safe forever. Yeah, you're right, guys. I don't live in Louisiana. Yep. What's your opinion on Norwegian women? I've had this scary thought that I think Norwegian women reside around the Norway area. Like, I don't know. I've never even thought about Norwegian women, like, ever, I don't think. I respect your factual info on Norwegian women. Yep. It's literally like a class of people I never have thought of or have no reason to think of. Oh, hey, Dalda, what's your opinion on the Sri Lankan porcupine species? I gave you the Tim Allen voice. I don't know. A new wolf was brought back from extinction. Oh, nice. Let's bring back the wolves, the butterflies. Yeah, the dodo bird is something they should bring back next. Imagine if Jurassic Park was brought back for like dinosaurs and everything, but they only brought back dinosaurs just to eat them. Dinosaur chicken platters, or like dinosaur burgers, dinosaur carbonara, Jurassic Park restaurant. Enjoy a new savory T-Rex burgers and dodo bird chicken wings. Only at Jurassic Park. Although to be fair, I would probably eat at that restaurant. Also new to Jurassic Park are mammoth meatballs. I want a commercial made of that, just to see what it looked like. No, they're not real because there are no mammoths, dude.
So we inserted the mammoth myoglobin gene into our cells.
Where did they get the mammoth DNA? They got it from a dead mammoth? I thought they went extinct. Like, how do they still have, like, the DNA just, like, preserved somewhere? Mammoth DNA, and then, like, oh, let's, like, and then, like, fix the DNA and the proteins, replicate it. Ooh, mammoth meatballs. I mean, you can become an evil wizard, but just, like, don't. Be a good wizard that knows evil spells. Did you see, look at these tablets. This is literally like how they wrote the commandments on. Foreign dark knowledge onto these tablets. And they're just stacked up on a chandelier. If you know evil, you can't be good. That's such a child's black and white view of the world, Larry. Like, you may be older, but you're still a child. He did mean things, so he's a meanie head. A woolly mouse. Dude, they're doing straight up just alchemy. Splicing DNA together like that CRISPR thing. Hitler knew good things. He was a bad guy. Dollar, don't defend Hitler, bro. Thanks for putting words in my mouth. Soon we can clone Hitler. How did two people start talking about Hitler, like, immediately?
Take it slow. Take it slow.
Who's talking? Is it the voices in my head? I'm not giving you my DNA to make an Indian clone of me, or French, or freaking any other. No, Dalda only comes in black, the pure form. You're not getting my DNA. No. You have to pry it off my cold, dead body. Make a Brazilian Daldameht. If we clone your DNA, and if we got a black woman who was half white, your kid would come out white. Definitely come out lighter, yeah. Can we get a mammoth Dalda? Splicing mammoth DNA with my DNA, I think that would just create like one of those putrid, like, fleshy masses that like have no consciousness, but they can just like feel pain, and they would say, kill me. In like one nice movie in a different direction. Kill me. That's you after a Mario Party stream. Damn, Skippy. Yeah, walk him down. Yeah, I ain't scared. I'm gonna walk him down. Oh my god. I try to walk him down. Chad doesn't realize your ball sack is voice activated, do they, Dalda? Pattern. Shh. We're so close to having your own Dalda mini clones. And what are you gonna do with your mini clones of me? Sexually assault the mini clones. What's wrong with you? Start a content house with all the Daldas. I would keep him in a little pocket and take him to the park. That's probably the only wholesome answer I'll get out of someone when they say, oh, you have a mini Dalda with you. What will you do? Torture it. A downy Dalda would be adorable. Me having Down syndrome would be adorable? Like the little dwarfs, they can all have some different mental retardation. You want different little clones of Dalda, each one with a different mental disability. And just collect them all like McDonald's toys. Is that what you want? Will the Dalda clones be like in Metal Gear where the clones rapidly age, or will they have normal Dalda lifespans? Normal. Again, I got that good genes. The Daldameht as sea monkeys. So like, you have like an aquarium full of like just small little black fish with glasses and bow ties. Little sea monkeys just going around. You would have to make a female Daldameht clone, by the way. Why do you want a female Daldameht clone? Can you explain why? Explain why. What would happen if two Daldameht DNA individuals mate? Incest. For the bussy. Never mind, I don't want a female Dalda clone no more. Observing two Dalda monkeys having sex, cue the David Attenborough. One day we're gonna come back to caveman clones. That's the one thing we should be cloning back, if anything. We need cavemans to know how they worked. I was just thinking about this earlier, because for some reason I get a lot of pregnancy videos on my TikTok and Instagram feeds. Even though I'm not pregnant, obviously. But I get so many about like all these like pregnancy products and baby techniques and like all this stuff. And I'm wondering, how did cavemen deliver babies? We have all these like, you know, prenatal vitamins and cradles and stuff. Like if we need that stuff now to take care of babies, how did the caveman deliver babies or like take care of them? A caveman has a loincloth, a stick, a cave, and his pregnant cave woman, right? But yet they continue the species. They had babies. How? They let the baby shit on itself all the time, I reckon. I mean, maybe. What if cavemen are actually more advanced? You just, same thing, yeah. Back then you had nothing else to do but sit in your cave, spear a woolly mammoth to death, and then like just hang out with your cave buddies. The only thing you can do left is just procreate endlessly. I want to feed a caveman a 5-layer bean burrito from Taco Bell and see if they explode from the flavor. See, that's why we can't bring back the cavemen with DNA splicing. You're gonna torture it to death. They had aliens teach them. We're soon gonna have caveman meatballs. No, because that would be cannibalism. The cavemen are humans too, Larry. Don't try to denigrate them. Swimming pool now functional, baby. Oh yeah, it feels good. You ever think when you drink a glass of water that once upon a time it was a caveman's piss? Ah, oh, no boss fight. No, I didn't. Why did it force me to walk in? I didn't even use my runes yet, man. Alright, cutscene. Shh.
Mongrel intruder.
Pardon? Can you imagine the first caveman that decided to whack off? I always think about modern stuff in the context of cavemen. Not necessarily them masturbating, but like how would the caveman think about phones and knives and just any modern convenience? That's why we need to prioritize the next species to come back alive is the caveman. Forget these wolves and these woolly mammoths. We need the caveman, and we need to talk to a caveman, and then we gotta ask the caveman, how did you take care of your babies? I got to know. I wonder if cavemen insulted dumb people. I had a similar thought. Like, would people who are considered like Captain Obvious today, would they be the genius of the caveman era? Like, if you went back in time and said, "Fire hot," would you be considered like a philosopher of that generation? Would you be like the Socrates of the cavemen? Because like the cavemen didn't know, right? So if you say fire hot, they'd be like, oh, oog, oog, ooh. They think you're like an alien genius. You'd be like the crown chief god of the caveman village.
You